Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome back to the God Particle Podcast.
Yes, indeed.
Today is March 22nd, 322. The allegedly the Skull and Bones. No, they ain't even alleged. That's facts. The Skull and Bones number, the Decepticons.
That's right.
This is allegedly the sacrifice season. You know what I mean?
Mm,
This is when they sacrifice what they sacrifice to their demonic uh leaders, I should say. And all of that
yeah,
crazy shit that they got going on that side. You know what I mean?
right.
But fuck all of that. This is the God Particle Podcast. You know what I'm saying? We here to bring positivity, peace, calmness, love, and light. You know what I mean? To all of the bullshit going on out here in this world. And of course, I
Absolutely.
am TY.
It's your boy True. Yes, indeed. Nice little positive distraction for you.
Yeah, indeed. Here we go. Make it do what it do. So, the usual 7 days, 7 to 7. What was your last seven like?
Uh, I enjoyed my last seven. Um, real mindful. Real mindful. Work and personal. That's been good. Over the weekend, actually, I was actually on your side, a little further past your side. Spent some time with Shorty family, so that was good
Uh,
on the personal side. Um, everything was good. Got to have I had a conversation with my son about his music choices as far as how he looking at it and all that good stuff. So that was a good conversation as far as them how he sees it. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Kind of thing. So it was good to have that conversation.
indeed.
To see where he holds it in his heart, to know how hard he wants to go in with it. Um, so that was a good conversation. So all in all, everything was great. Everything was great.
For sure. Uh, yeah, mine was a pretty the usual, of course. Like I said, every week now, the grind. Also though, um, I would say, uh, what I would call it. I don't know. I don't even know what to really call it, but basically just me trying to stay up on my dean, on top of my game, and still slipping off. You know what I mean? So I'm finding myself how figuring out how easy it is to stay in some old ways. When and that consistency shit, like that shit is really a everyday job. Like
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Yeah.
you will fall back into the old ways, bro. If you do not every single morning, like yo, come on, once again. You got to remind yourself every single time, bro.
Bricks.
'Cause, yeah, you know what I mean.
Uh,
It's easy to fall back. So, little slipping on my promptness and on timeness, but still something that I'm working on. So I will absolutely conquer it. But other than that, it's just the grind. And it's been pretty peaceful because my mind state now is even with all of the chaos in my daily grind, I'm still completely at peace. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
yeah, so my whole no matter what I'm doing, it's a peaceful aura and a peaceful energy surrounding myself because that's just where I'm at with it right now. You know what I mean? So good seven. You know
That's
what I
what's
mean?
up. Hey, I that funny you said that as far as regardless of what chaos is around, you're still at peace. You know what I mean? You're still in a peaceful state. I just told my lady almost to that same thing. I said, regardless of, I forgot the words that I used, but regardless
Mhm.
of what's going on in the world, my foundation is still peace. It's still
Yeah,
peaceful. So
yeah,
regardless of what it is that's going on, I don't act outside of that. Yeah, I may get thrown off or what I mean, shit like that, of course. But my foundation is still peaceful.
yeah,
So
absolutely.
that's going to bring it up. That's
Gotta
important,
be
man.
because this
Oh
world
yeah.
is fucking off the goddamn Richter. This shit is
Oh,
crazy. You know what I
it's
mean?
funny when you pay attention to
Yeah,
other people's conversation when it comes to life. when it comes, maybe somebody that watched the news, or maybe
Yeah.
that's paying attention to gas prices like that and all that type shit. You know what I mean? The conversations is mind blowing for me because I try not to pay attention to none of that shit. Like
Right.
even when it comes to gas prices and shit, I don't know if gas up or down because I
Right.
just go to the gas station to fucking put gas in the car. And I'm not saying I have the super privilege too. I just try not to get caught up in if I have enough money for it. Am I gonna be able to pay this month or do this? Fuck no, I'm gonna go do it and do what I can at that time. I got the money right now. I need gas. I'm going to get it. You know what I mean? Kind of thing. But to hear the conversations of folks like, damn, I go to the grocery store and they really calculating the prices. Like, damn, milk used to be
Right.
$2.79 at this time. It's $3.26 more per gallon. I'm like, man, I ain't know none of that.
That's $1.26 worth of milk.
Yeah, right. Hey, they be fucking on it. They be on it.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
your boy. Hey, that was some real shit. Hey, it's a lot of people out there. Just what was his name? Julian.
Julius, yeah.
Julian. Hey, it's a lot of family, a lot of people, men and women out there just like that.
Oh yeah, it is.
Hell yeah, man. But I just don't pay attention that deep because we got to get it regardless.
Yeah, regardless.
You know
right.
what I mean? It has to happen.
Right.
So it's like, why stress yourself out?
Right.
Just get it. Just fucking do it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's just crazy.
Oh yeah. All right. Shit. Man, what the fuck? What made us jump into that conversation? I lost track of thought right there.
You was talking about your 7, and then I brought up a similar conversation.
Okay,
with my lady, and we kind of went on from there.
Yeah, I'm tripping. Let's get straight into the show.
Yes, sir.
Jumping into the chicken, you know what I mean? Because you know what it is. In the food is in the motherfucking chicken. All right. So let's get into that thing.
The shit is in your food, it's in the motherfucking chicken. It's in the motherfucking chicken. The shit is in your food, it's in the motherfucking chicken. It's in the motherfucking chicken.
All right. Today for the inner chicken, we got artificial smoke flavor and phosphoric acid. Also I also found some fucking I ran across a crazy YouTube page. He going crazy with that shit, Hey, with the in the chicken type shit, with the food shit.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm like, oh shit, this is perfect for in the chicken. You know what I mean? And he got a lot of them too. So yeah, I'm about to I'm gonna probably tone it down to 2 or 3 per episode, so I ain't running this shit up. But yeah, he going in on the in the chicken. And watch when you see this shit. This shit is crazy. And the way that he put the visuals with it, of course, is AI, but the visuals like perfect for the fucking chemical and bullshit that it is in this food, bro. It's perfect. Watch when you see this shit. All right, but let's get into the first thing. Artificial smoke flavor. Let me see. Pull up the picture real quick.
Who would have thought? Well, I know they got the smoke rubs and shit like that as far as seasoning, but don't fake me out with the smoke.
Right.
It's great.
Smoky shit. Hey, come on, bro. It's either coming off the grill or it's not.
Right.
Yeah, man. Oh yeah. All right, what the fuck is this? Hold on now. Hold on, I won't pull my pictures up, y'all. Give me a second, real quick. I thought I had these up already, but I ain't seeing them in the downloads. What the fuck is going on? I just downloaded these. Oh, there we go. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I got 5 though. Oh, all right, bet. All right, let me download these shits real quick. Oh, I think they might be too. Wait, no. It shouldn't be too bad. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Hold on. Oh, I might be in the wrong. Oh, shit. I'm in the wrong damn section. My bad, y'all. All right, here we go. But yeah, the artificial smoke flavor, I think that's like shit that's on like some lunch meat like smoked turkey from the deli.
Okay,
Yeah, fake smoke flavor. Yeah, man. They definitely didn't long roast, long smoke that little bullshit turkey that you getting out the
yeah.
deli.
And, all that every time.
Right. Yeah, man. Oh no, that's wait, what my smoke flavor? Hold on now. Hold on, yo. This shit. Hold on now. Hold on. Let me go through these joints real quick because I know I ain't tripping. Watch that shit. Yeah, at the bottom, nigga. All right. 503. Yeah, this shit tripping. Oh, it's at the top. All right, that's why. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. My bad, y'all.
It's all right, family. Y'all been with us long enough. 26 episodes in.
Right.
We all family now.
All right, so yeah, that's the infographic for the artificial smoke flavor. So let's break it down. All right. All right, yeah. Now chat one move slow too. Come on, son. All right, this shit though. I think we didn't we just do this last week or some shit. Well,
What's
I
that?
put on a video or something before because the shit wouldn't load up yet.
Oh, yeah, it was taking a little minute. Doing what they want to do.
Shit froze up on me. Got accident joint.
But it's crazy. Well, it's not crazy. It's very understandable. The rate of individuals dying from cancer today, and when you look at just about everything, at least everything that we've went over, the cancer attached to it is very high. And of course,
Hell yeah.
and it's very common to the daily eats of a lot of people.
Yeah. Multiple times a day.
Right.
Yeah, man.
So even if they're only using a little bit per,
Yeah.
a lot of people, and they know a lot of people are going to overdo it because it's also going to be some kind of addictive
Yeah.
component in that motherfucker to keep bringing somebody back.
Yeah. That's the whole thing.
The wild game.
That's the addictiveness of it.
Yeah.
I said this shit is drugs, bro. Shit is drugs.
Oh hell yeah! Bigger than it's beyond your heroin and beyond your probably even your meths and
Yeah.
shit like that. Damn sure beyond weed.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So artificial smoke flavor. What it is, artificial smoke flavor, often just labeled smoke flavor. It's made by burning wood, capturing the smoke, condensing it into liquid, and then filtering and chemically refining it. This creates what's called liquid smoke. The manufacturers isolate and recombine compounds to create specific smoky flavors. What's actually inside of it? Wood smoke contains hundreds of chemicals, including phenols or flavor compounds, carbonyls, organic acids, and polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons or PAHs, which is important. Because PAHs are the same class of compounds formed when meat is grilled or charred or when food is burned. Some PAHs are known to be carcinogenic. Where it's found, artificial smoke flavor is used to fake that grilled or barbecue taste. Meats like bacon, ham, sausage, deli meats, and jerky. Fast fooders and smoked burgers, barbecue chicken, and rib sandwiches. Packaged foods and barbecue chips, sauces, barbecue sauce especially, marinades, frozen meals, others, and smoked cheeses and plant-based meats.
Plant-based meat.
My God, I'm gonna have to stop fucking with the little barbecue packs for the you know what I mean, for the chicken strips and shit.
Oh yeah. And
uh,
about shit with me, barbecue sauce and
sauce, right?
sugar. Especially
Yeah,
right now, the Sweet Baby Ray's
right.
with the sugar plus all the extra shit that's inside that joint.
Hell yeah, man,
But
crazy.
it's fucking out of this world.
Hidden names on labels. Look for smoke flavor, natural smoke flavor, artificial smoke flavor, smoke condensate, hickory flavor, or mesquite flavor. Natural smoke flavor does not mean safer. It's still chemically processed smoke. Health concerns, PAHs, cancer concern. This is the biggest issue. Artificial smoke flavor can contain polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons or PAHs. These compounds are formed during combustion, found in grilled and charred foods, linked to DNA damage and cancer risk. Important nuance. Properly processed liquid smoke is filtered to reduce PAHs, but trace levels may still remain. So risk depends on the quality of the processing and the frequency of consumption. Concentrated chemical exposure. Liquid smoke is highly concentrated, chemically refined. Compared to traditional smoking, you may get a more concentrated dose of certain compounds in a smaller amount of food. Respiratory and irritation effects. In industrial settings, exposure to smoke condensates is linked to respiratory irritation and skin irritation, not typically from eating, but shows biological reactivity. Ultra processed food indicator. This is a big one. Artificial smoke flavor is almost always found in highly processed foods, so it often comes along with preservatives, sodium, additives, and poor quality fats. Bans and regulations. Artificial smoke flavor is allowed in the US and it's allowed in the EU. It's heavily regulated for PAH content. In Europe, specific smoke flavorings must be evaluated and approved individually. So it is not banned, but it is closely monitored. Cancer risk. PAHs are known carcinogens. Artificial smoke flavor can contain trace PAHs. So risk is indirect and dose dependent, not a guaranteed outcome. Higher risk comes from frequent consumption and highly processed smoked foods. Detox timeline. Now, reducing artificial smoke flavor equals reducing processed smoked foods. Days 1 through 3, you will have less bloating and reduced sodium load. Weeks 1 through 2, improved digestion, reduced inflammation. Weeks 3 through 4, lower toxin exposure overall, improved metabolic balance. Safer alternatives. Instead of artificial smoke flavor, choose real wood smoked foods, traditional smoking. Grill your own food and avoid charring, or use natural flavoring like smoked paprika, chipotle, and real herbs and spices. Quick summary. Artificial smoke flavor is condensed and processed wood smoke. It can contain trace carcinogenic compounds, PAHs. It's found in many processed meats and snacks. It is not banned, but it is regulated and more concerning with frequent consumption. Real talk, this is one of those ingredients that signals this food is trying to mimic something natural, but faster, cheaper, and more processed. All right, so yeah, artificial smoke flavor, y'all. So the deli meats, the barbecue sauces, barbecue chips, bacon, all goddamn, every damn thing.
That's right. You think that smokiness, that extra oomph,
Crazy.
even though when chips they don't put enough,
Right,
I guess that's a good thing. Every time I
right,
get
right.
barbecue chips, there's always a little bit of flavor. I'm
Whole
asking for
time though,
more.
right? That was their limit. Ain't that a
Right.
bitch?
That is fucking crazy.
Hey. Yo, come on, son.
Mm-mm.
Hey, this shit is
So, yeah.
yo. We live in a cartoon, bro. We live in a fucking cartoon world, yo. God damn
Right. We gotta cut all this shit out in order to be uh, uh,
it.
maybe 65% healthy.
Right.
If that might not even be half, seeing that the air is messed up
The
and
air.
we can't
Yeah.
control that. So I don't know how much damage that's already doing to us.
Ain't no
So
telling.
yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, ain't
Well,
no
we can start by cutting this shit out.
Yeah, it's a start. It's a start. For sure. All right, so let's move on to phosphoric acid. All right, this is the stuff that's in your sodas and your sweet stuff, and of course processed foods. All right, let's get into it. Phosphoric acid. What it is? Phosphoric acid is a synthetic acid additive used to add tangy or sharp flavor, preserve food and drinks, and control the pH, the acidity. Where is it found? Oh my bad. It derives from phosphate rock and heavily used in the beverage industry. Where is it found? This is where it shows up the most in dark sodas, the biggest source, like Coke, Pepsi, etc. Diet Cokes, some energy drinks. This is the number one exposure source for most people. Other drinks, bottled iced teas, flavored drinks, some sports drinks, processed foods, and processed meats, packaged sauces, some cheeses, frozen meals, hidden names on labels. Look for phosphoric acid, sometimes just listed as acidulant, sometimes part of phosphate blends. All right, so yeah, look for foric acid, acidulant, or phosphate blends. Health concern, bone health, major concern. Phosphoric acid can disrupt calcium balance, pull calcium from your bones, and reduce bone mineral density. Heavy soda drinkers have been linked to increased fracture risk or lower bone strength. Hey yo, side note, this reading this shit and thinking about this shit. So yo, what if we actually like don't die like for like a long ass time, but like all of this shit is actually what's making like literally everybody die early, like real early, like 100 years early. Like think
Yeah,
about that. Everything does something different to some part of the body, bro.
it's knocking it, they're making it weaker.
Yeah, every day.
Shit weaker. And if everything was directed to strengthening all of
Right.
these things, yeah, shit.
They say you're supposed to live to 120.
Yeah, and I can see that because you have very few, but you have some folks still
Yeah,
104. I think 104 was the highest age I've seen.
yeah. I
But
seen
104,
109.
I was ready to say 109, but
Yeah.
I don't know. But shit,
Uh-huh.
109. So I can see 120, but with
Right.
all this, like hell no, we
Right.
lucky
Nah.
if we make 70 out of this motherfucker.
Exactly.
And they know
Crazy.
that. You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
know that
Yeah. Yeah.
whoever's in control or whoever was the starter and the now
Yeah,
following the
man.
script of all of this type of stuff to feed to us
Yeah.
is addicted.
This is definitely a cooperative effort. This is a team of people who thought of this shit from at least from the beginning. Yeah, it could have ran wild, but yeah, I mean, at least from the beginning, this is the plan. This is the norm. This is what we doing. Yeah, I mean, if you pushing that healthy shit, you're gonna get to the back. You know what I
Right.
mean? You ain't gonna make this money over here. You know what I'm saying?
So maybe the doctors and all that, of course, their study is more so for the higher ups to know how to tweak it, what they need more of, and shit like
Right.
that,
Yeah.
rather than to, because we all know that they're not here to make us, to
Right.
cure us, not here to
Right.
cure us, rather. So hey,
Yeah.
maybe they reporting back to the higher ups on what they need to do more of.
Oh yeah.
This is not softening the bone enough.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I see in this patient, they're taking more of this and their
Yeah.
bones are down.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
you do this, boom, there you go.
Hey, makes sense. Sense.
And
Makes sense. Or even if the doctor ain't in on it, but they still reporting back.
still report back. Just don't
Yeah.
know. Think they're doing
Yeah.
something good. I can see
Yeah.
that too, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Think they're doing something good out this joint and
Uh,
really
mhm.
not. And I think that's why a lot of folk, doctors, lawyers, all of them join. That's why after a certain time, you see a lot of them quitting.
Yeah.
Like they get into it with passion, but then they
Yeah.
learn, like, hold up, this is not what I got into it for.
It's a sick business,
I can't
bro.
change shit,
Yeah.
right? I
Yeah.
can't change nothing. And then they move on, going to their own practice or whatever the case
Yeah.
may be. But
Yeah.
so yeah, I can see it. I can see it.
Absolutely. Hell yeah. Real shit. All right. Kidney damage. High intake has been associated with kidney strain, increased risk of kidney disease, kidney stone formation, especially in people who drink soda daily. Tooth enamel erosion. Because it's an acid, it can wear down enamel, increase cavities, and cause tooth sensitivity. Cola drinks are especially damaging due to acid and the sugar combo. Cardiovascular effects. Excess phosphate intake may promote arterial calcification, increased heart disease risk. This happens when phosphate bonds with calcium in the bloodstream. Hormonal imbalance. High phosphate levels can affect parathyroid hormone, vitamin D balance, and calcium regulation. This ties back into bone and heart health. Cancer risk. Phosphoric acid is not classified as a carcinogen, but chronic inflammation and metabolic stress can increase cancer risk indirectly. Bans and restrictions. Phosphoric acid is allowed in the US, allowed in the EU. It is not banned. However, health experts widely recommend limiting intake, especially from sodas. Long-term effects, heavy intake. If somebody drinks multiple sodas every day or energy drinks regularly, possible long-term effects could be bone density loss, kidney dysfunction, tooth damage, increased cardiovascular risk, and chronic inflammation. Detox timeline. Cutting phosphoric acid, especially from soda, can show fast results. Day 1 through 3, reduce bloating and improve hydration. Weeks 1 through 2, better energy levels, reduce sugar cravings if you cut in soda. The weeks 3 through 4, improve mineral balance, better overall metabolic health. Safer alternatives. Instead of phosphoric acid heavy drinks, choose water, sparkling water, no additives, herbal teas, or fresh juices, moderate. Quick summary. Phosphoric acid is a common acid in sodas and processed foods. It's strongly linked to bone and kidney concerns with heavy intake. It is not a carcinogen. It is most harmful when consumed regularly through soft drinks. Real talk, this is one of the biggest silent contributors to poor health because it is consumed daily by millions through soda. Super facts. That goes on heavily in this house. Me personally, I stopped drinking soda like, I don't even remember. It's been like fucking 15, 20 damn years. I don't know why though. I ain't do it intentionally. I just love water. Like, I just love water, yo. I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't drink soda though. So
Yeah, I be on the waters and juices now. Every now and then I'll do a ginger ale or a Sprite or something, but for the most part, I turn that shit down. I don't. But iced tea, nice, freshly brewed tea. I'll drink some tea all day long.
Yeah. I used to smash the Lipton joints in the bottle, plastic bottle.
I stopped them.
I stopped them a while ago too. But yeah, that was my shit at one point.
Yes, indeed.
Oh yeah.
I try not to do none of the fountain joints or any type of shit like that.
Yeah.
Try to keep it as natural as possible.
Oh yeah, man. All right, so yeah, that's phosphoric acid, y'all. Mainly in sodas, but other things too, of course. All right, so hold on, one minute. All right, so yeah, got these videos for y'all real quick. I think I'm gonna just play 2 of them joints. Some joints is kind of like some joints is over the top. They short. They like 1 minute and a half to 2 tops long, but yeah, they go in, bro. They joints go in. Joints go in. So I'm about to show y'all these joints real quick. And this if what we was just doing don't have you thinking about what you eating, these videos will. That's for sure. I mean, because this nigga goes in. I don't know how he get this idea in his brain, but yeah, he on to something right here. You know what I'm saying? For sure. So let me share this page real quick. I think I got a couple other videos and stuff for y'all too, though. Or like 3, or, 1 or 2, or 3 other joints. 5 total, no, 6 total. I don't even think one of them is a video. One of them is just a post. All right. So let's get into these videos real quick. Let me put it up. All right, so check out this crazy shit. It's crazy. We were just talking about soda too. I didn't even. I saved this video like 2 weeks ago. Well, not 2 weeks ago. Like a week ago, almost a week ago. Like Monday, something like that. Like right after the last show.
Oh, okay. Before I run in line with it.
I know, right? All right, so check this out.
I found the lab where Coca-Cola is really made.
Oh.
The crap they are putting in this is way worse than you think. First ingredient, high fructose corn syrup. Not just sugar, gallons of it. Thick syrup pumped into every bottle. Then comes the lab chemicals, phosphoric acid, the same acid used to strip rust off metal. You don't care though, right? And that dark cola color? That's caramel coloring, a carcinogen, cooked under insane pressure until it turns jet black. And then there's the part they never talk about, the natural flavors, which could be infinite ingredients, the real secret. Once it's mixed, the machines never stop. Millions of bottles every single hour. I'm sure that's a clean process. And once you taste it, your brain keeps wanting more. That's exactly how they designed it. But after seeing what's inside this lab, I'm never drinking this stuff again. Ah!
You're already infected.
Crazy, right?
That's the thing. Hey, that is a visual for your ass when it comes
Right? Hey, how about that?
to
You know what I mean?
Hey, that's what made me I think 2013, somewhere after that, I watched one of those documentaries, slaughterhouses and shit.
Yeah.
And from
the
time that bitch went off, I no longer was interested in motherfucking food, like the meats and shit. And that's all it took for me. That shit was crazy.
Hey, what?
And that's how you know it's strong, like the stronghold that it has on you. Because even now, like when I cook it, the rawness of it, all I'm thinking, this shit can be human, this shit can be pork, pig, this shit, pork, turkey, it could be anything. But I still go through it with cooking it. You know what I mean? I still add the season and get to smell how I want, but the process when that shit is raw, that shit fucking irks my nerves. I can't touch it. If I don't have gloves, I'm not touching the shit. so it's crazy that I'll still, you know what I mean, dipping down every now and then. Now, super less than beforehand. The most I'll do now, like I just had a fish sandwich that was fucking jumping, like little catfish. Or I'll do crab cake or crab meat. I had fried rice with crab meat on top. That shit was fucking beautiful. But other than that, that shit, it fucks with my mind.
Oh yeah,
it really could be anything,
any damn thing. Or even if it is the animal, it's the slaughtered animal that died tragically. You know what I mean? Like, there's a whole lot of negative energy going on. You know what I mean? Straight energy exchange out this motherfucker.
Oh yeah,
shit is wild.
Why would we think that the people that's doing all this crazy stuff to the world, in the world, to us, would treat the food right and make sure that we get the proper food and the proper handling that it takes to get to us? Why would you think that?
Exactly.
But yeah, it's wild though, man.
Yeah, man. Check this. I got one more of these joints. This is about Subway. It's crazy because I stopped eating Subway a long time ago too.
Yeah, me too. I used to tear that shit up though.
Yeah. But check this joint out. But they definitely sold, was selling, or was promoting the healthy eating thing, especially in the beginning. You know what I mean? Eat fresh and all of that shit. But but watch
and then
this.
Derek came in.
Right.
Losing weight.
Right. Did you see what happened? They fucking locked the fuck up. They should have told us right there. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, shit ain't right. Ain't right with these motherfuckers for sure. All right, check us out.
People think Subway is the healthy fast food, but nobody talks about what's actually inside the sub. For years, their bread contained azodicarbonamide, the same chemical used to make yoga mats and rubber shoes. You don't care though, right? In Ireland, courts ruled Subway bread isn't legally bread because the sugar content makes it closer to cake. Independent tests found Subway chicken was barely half chicken DNA, the rest Fillers. Are you seeing the pattern yet? Most deli slices aren't whole meat. They're reformed meat paste mixed with soy protein and starch. Welcome to the land of make-believe food. One sub can contain over 1,500 milligrams of sodium, almost your entire daily limit. This is a recipe for sickness. People even sued Subway, claiming their tuna wasn't tuna at all. Ha ha! As long as it tastes good, who cares? They say eat fresh. But did you ever stop to think about what you are even eating?
You're already infected.
Crazy.
Man. I had probably sometime last year was the very last time when I was driving this shit for work. It was the very last time that I was hungry. I went Rural Farms and I got a little chicken wrap. It was grilled chicken. I'm still on the healthy side, grilled chicken.
Yeah.
I took a bite, and then I as I always do, I opened up the wrap. Man, the chicken, the grilled chicken, little chunk pieces look so almost like tofu, but it was a harder texture. Like, this shit is fucking rubber glass. Like, this shit is not chicken. I took all that shit off and just kept the lettuce, just kept the condiments and shit on.
Shit is a rubber floor mat out this motherfucker.
Right. That shit is crazy. But hey, Rural Farms popping up on every corner. So
with the fried chicken, nigga.
Right. On it.
They clone Tyrone out this motherfucker. hey.
On it, man. That's sad, man. They got us by the balls.
Yeah, what?
And titties and everything else.
The whole body out this motherfucker, yo. That shit is It really is gonna have to be like a straight revolution though. Like,
stop.
I mean, like, because everybody's not gonna come together. That's the main thing. That's the main reason it got to be a straight up revolution. Because everybody ain't gonna just make a decision and be like, yeah, fuck it, we taking over this shit now. That's not gonna happen. So it's definitely gonna have to be a burning down of some shit, or like we said, just go off on some nomad shit, bro. Live on your land, grow your food, and that's it.
That might be the best way.
Yeah.
Because you fuck around can burn some shit down. Of course they're gonna rebuild, no question.
Right, rebuild.
Right, but it's gonna be
in jail.
Right, that's it. And you can watch it rebuild as you locked up. And you're gonna have to pay more money, court fee, lawyer fee, whatever the case may be. And there's still going to be way more people out there that's not going to be behind you. Right. To do it. Because when it comes to that kind of shit, it's beyond black and brown and all that. You're dealing with the whole world. They don't give a shit. They're not giving a shit when it comes to who they are giving the food to. Like, we may get it more in the communities that we come from and shit like that. But the food like this is touching everybody.
He's in most places.
Everybody, So
unless you paying to play, you know what it is, nigga. You got that money.
And if not,
expensive real meats.
Right.
Yeah. Super expensive.
Without none of the extra shits up in that joint. Yeah. None of it whatsoever. That's just the same, and the people that do that is on a level of different sets of doctors, different sets of dentists, different sets of vision care.
All of that.
And they don't see the same shit we see. That's small potatoes.
At all, bro. At all.
Small potatoes.
That's fucked up. We over this joint getting 2 for $2s out this motherfucker.
Right.
You saying two whole burgers for $2? Like, come on, bro. You think that's normal?
I used to tell them joining the McChickens, McDoubles.
Come on, man. Yo. Hey, I still think back to when Darius brought the food from the job.
Down Laps Woods.
Yeah, man, we used
to
super smashed on that shit.
And if you don't let us be up when she get there, maybe a weekend or something. But even if the next day we got leftovers, we gonna warm that shit up. No fries, just different burgers.
Been crazy on fucking burgers.
I remember that shit. Different fucking burgers, man.
Straight chemical burgers out this motherfucker. That's fucked up.
Right. I used to waiting for the McRib because that was
the McRib.
Man, that shit was special. Like, oh, the unicorn out
Right.
of this motherfucker. All in all, that's just a sandwich with more chemicals in it that they
Right.
got. They can't give it
Right.
to us all that all at once
Exactly.
kind of
Exactly.
thing. Because
Y'all
they got
pull that off the
super amount of chemicals.
yeah. Y'all pull this for a couple months. Shit too
Right.
addictive. You know what I mean?
That shit is crazy, man. That shit
Yeah.
is wild, man. Experiments. That's as we always say. That's all we are, man. We're
Hell yeah,
experiments.
you know.
We're just
Super
experiments. Lab
experiment.
rats.
Yeah, definitely, absolutely. All right, so yeah, that's all I got for the inner chicken for y'all. So let's keep it pushing and move forward to some holistic and wellness
That's a big
to
cleanse.
the lighter, right?
Right.
To the lighter side of things.
Right.
Yeah, this shit is wild out here, bro. Shit is wild, man.
Ain't no way around it.
Yeah. All right, so for the herbs today, we got cleavers and andrographs. Yeah, andrographs or andrographis.
Okay, never heard of that.
Yeah, me either.
I don't think I've heard of
Cleavers?
either of them.
I definitely didn't.
Cleavers, okay.
All right, cleavers. So let's check that out. Break it down real quick. Let me see where we at. Holistic. Yeah. This joint definitely be waiting to the show too to load slow every time. Cause I be out when I ain't on the show, yo, the shit load up immediately. No matter what I click on, all of that. Yeah, I mean, hold on, let me exit out and refresh it.
So you don't run me, I run you.
Right. Crazy shit. Come on, motherfucker. All right, while you waiting for that to load, let me I got some what you calls. I think it's 2 posts about pretty much about health and wellness. And I can pretty much just read them off, I believe. So yeah, this is just a little bit of information about health and wellness for people out there taking notes and stuff. This says that turmeric without black pepper is useless. Spinach without fat won't absorb. Iron without vitamin C doesn't work. Calcium blocks iron absorption. Magnesium needs to be taken at night. Vitamin D needs K2 or it calcifies your arteries. Nutrient science is real. Supplement with intention or waste your money. All right. So that's just a little bit of information for yeah, because I heard a lot of people talk about that too. How sometimes you think you're taking these vitamins and stuff and they're working, but they're not because you ain't combining it with the right stuff.
What it needs to, yeah.
Yeah. So
It's an art to it, man.
yeah, crazy, right? All right. So let's try this again. Come on, Chat GPT. All right, I got one more too. I still seeing if it's gonna load. This says cancer was cured in 1934, and the man who did it was destroyed. His real name was Royal Raymond Rife. He built the most powerful optical microscope in history and became the first human being to see a living virus. Not a dead, stained sample, a living organism in real time at 60,000 times the magnification. But that was not his crime. His crime was what he did next. Rife discovered that every microorganism has a specific resonant frequency, a modal oscillatory rate. When exposed to that exact frequency, the organism shattered like a crystal glass hit by the right note. The healthy tissue around it was completely unharmed. In 1934, the University of Southern California conducted a clinical trial 16 terminally ill cancer patients were treated with Rife's frequency device within 90 fucking days. 14 were declared completely cured. The remaining 2 were cured within the following 4 weeks. 100% success rate, 0 side effects, no surgery, no radiation, no chemotherapy. What happened next is the part that they do not teach you. The head of the AMA, American Medical Association, Morris Fishbane, offered to buy Rife's technology. Rife refused. He wanted it available to everyone. Within months, his laboratory was destroyed by arson. His research partners were threatened. The doctors who participated in the trial were told that they would lose their medical licenses if they spoke publicly about the results. Rife's equipment was confiscated. His name was erased from medical history. He died in 1971, broke and forgotten. Cancer went on to kill over 300 million people in the decades that followed. 300 million people dead from a disease that was cured 90 years ago. The Mad Bad uses the same principle Rife discovered, targeted frequency destruction of disease cells. The difference is that this time, there's no single laboratory to burn down, no single man of silence. The technology is everywhere and it is unstoppable. All right, so I don't know what the Mad Bad is, but I guess y'all can look that up. But it's saying that it's using that stuff. So yeah, I've definitely heard about frequencies carrying everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just the sound, the right frequency, fucking completely carry and erase the cancer. That's crazy. It's that simple.
That's it. But of course, they don't want that. They can't have that. Hey, and I don't know why. Well, I believe I know why. But it's crazy that X-Men popped up when you were telling the story of, you know, kind of how they wanted to take over. They wanted to buy his formula.
Yeah.
And, you know, he refused, and it kind of made it hard for him. So X-Men, in a way of, you know, of course they want to know who the clever people is, so they can keep an eye on them. You know what I mean? They want everyone. I mean, and I believe that that's another reason why they send us through their schools, not only to brainwash us and make us turn us into workers and all that type shit, but they also get to know who are the super intelligent ones.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean. And I believe that they keep their eyes on them. If they can't use them, or they got the kind of parents or family that is not going to allow that, then you know they're just gonna keep an eye on them for the rest of their life. And then also that's why they are also so tough and hard on kids not going to school or homeschooling, that type of shit, because you know they're not going to be able to have their hands in who are the ones and who's not. And that's why I always pray for the ones, how they put the young kids up there on TV or social media with the IQ higher than Einstein, or the young kids that's out here just breaking all kinds of records. And if it's education or if it's sports or whatever it may be, they're just out here doing, young kids doing supernatural shit kind of thing. You know what I mean? Kind of thing.
Absolutely.
Or you know what I mean? From a human perspective. And you know they want their eyes and their mind. They want their eyes on them, so they'll know. All right, we're gonna either make these motherfuckers work for us. Get down and lay down. That's the most way I can describe.
Pretty much.
Get down and motherfucking lay down.
Pretty fucking much.
At the end of the day, you want to, you're a smart nigga. You got a pager, huh?
Right. Motherfucking shit.
So yeah, that's my little spill. I don't know. Just
real shit.
With that, they gotta have their eyes on you. There, you would never be able to. I'm not gonna say never, because there could be people out here that's living their best life super off grid. You know what I mean? Not bothering nobody, because it may be because they're not trying to change lives either. You know what I mean?
Right.
They just shit. Yeah. So they're no threat.
Yeah.
So I do understand there's people out there like that.
Absolutely. Probably a lot more than we even can imagine.
Yeah, I believe that. Man. I believe that.
But yeah, if they ain't making no noise, then, you know what I'm saying? Nobody even fucking know about them.
Right. They ain't gonna start no movements or nothing.
Sure. You ain't fucking up their money. That's all they care about. You know what I mean? So you ain't gonna be able to influence them. I mean, you ain't you don't care about influencing nobody into that type of living, and people can keep on, they can keep getting their money. Y'all can do y'all thing separate. It's all good.
That's it. Yeah, so I think
Yeah,
a
it's
lot
when
of
you be like, oh no, I'm telling the public about this. And then,
everybody.
oh hell no. Get that
Okay.
nigga.
Yeah, we got a place for that. We can send somebody to your door.
Right.
So they could be selling something. Just let them in.
Exactly.
Shit.
You know what I mean? Real shit though. Yeah. Well, all right. So I finally pulled up cleavers. Let's break it down. Scientific name: Gallium aperine or aperine. Category: lymphatic herb. Detoxifying spring tonic. Origin: Europe, North America, and Asia. Widely naturalized. Common names: cleavers, goosegrass, sticky weed, or bed straw. What exactly is it? Cleaver is a wild trailing plant known for its sticky, Velcro-like texture. It literally clings to clothes, skin, and fur. It grows abundantly in spring and it has been used for centuries as a gentle detox and lymphatic support herb. Historically, it's used in European folk medicine, Western herbalism, and traditional spring cleansing rituals. Cleavers is especially known for supporting the lymphatic system, which is a key part of the immune function, fluid balance, and detoxification. Key active compounds: iridoid, iridoid glycosides, support anti-inflammatory and detox pathways. Flavonoids, they provide antioxidant protection. Coumarins, they support circulation and lymphatic movement. Tannins, they offer mild astringent properties. And silica, only a trace of silica, it supports skin, hair, and connective tissue. What is the lymphatic system? The lymphatic system is responsible for moving waste out of the tissues, filtering toxins, and supporting the immune cells, reducing swelling and fluid buildup. Unlike blood, the lymph system has no pump, so it relies on movement and herbs like cleavers to keep things flowing. Dr. Yaki talk a lot about the lymphatic system. Or Yakai, my bad. Dr. Yakai. Common forms and what they're best for. Fresh juice, most powerful traditional use. Strong lymphatic effect is best used in spring harvest. Tea, fresh or dried. Gentle daily detox support. Tincture, concentrated lymphatic support in most common supplement form. Capsules, convenient but less traditional. Best way to consume is the fresh tea. It's best if it's available. Steep fresh cleavers for 10 to 15 minutes. Drink 1 to 2 cups a day. Dried tea, 1 to 2 teaspoons of dry herbs, steep 10 to 15 minutes. Tincture, 1 to 2 dropperfuls, 1 to 2 times a day. Fresh juice, which is advanced herbal use, 1 to 2 tablespoons daily. Damn. 1 to 2 tablespoons, that's it? Very potent lymphatic effect. That's just taking a shot of that shit.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. That shit must be really good. Say very potent lymphatic effect. Okay.
Okay.
Right. What cleavers is used for? Lymphatic drainage and detox. Cleavers helps move stagnant lymph fluid. It supports swelling reduction, detoxification, immune flow, removal of metabolic waste. This is its primary use. So yeah, that's probably why a lot of people get older and like end up blowing up. They look bloated. You know what I mean? Probably their lymph system not flushed out and shit. You know what I mean? Because it says swelling reduction if you drain in your lymphatic system.
So imagine taking something like that, and also I had this conversation with my lady earlier. Also, like people just they don't shit. People don't shit.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Right,
They got so many pounds of just waste
yeah.
up in their body. So like I say, pair that with just not eating, going a little liquid fast, and just poop for 3-4 days.
Yeah.
And see how you come out.
Absolutely. Real
But
shit.
yeah, it surely could be attached to that, because a lot of people do blow up as they get older.
Yeah. And I definitely heard that most people don't go enough. You know what I mean? They were saying that we should be going after every meal.
Yeah.
If you eat, I mean, you should be going shortly after.
Before you go on to the next meal.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But, you know, most people don't get in enough fiber and shit. And then, of course, all of the chemicals and all of the fried and all of that shit. You know what's up with that.
Yeah, it backs it up.
Yeah.
I just read today somebody said we're eating 3 meals a day, and that's the problem.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
the fucking
Yep.
problem.
Eating too damn much. Ain't too heavy.
Man, oh yeah, and eating the heaviest at night.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? Closest to bedtime out this junk.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Skin health. Because the lymph system is tied to the skin. Cleavers is used for acne, eczema, psoriasis, chronic skin irritation, often called a skin clearing herb. Urinary and kidney support. Cleavers act as a gentle diuretic, helping flush toxins, support kidney function, and reduce water retention. Immune system support. By improving lymph flow, cleavers indirectly supports immune surveillance, infection response, and recovery from illness. Anti-inflammatory effects. Helps reduce tissue inflammation, swelling, and congestion in lymph nodes. Typical dosage range, 1 to 3 cups a day. Tinctures, 2 to 4 milliliters a day. Fresh juice, 15 to 30 milliliters a day. Best used in short-term detox cycles or seasonal use in the spring. All right. Where to buy? Look for organic or wild-crafted, fresh if possible. That's more potent. Properly dried. It should be green, not brown. Trusted suppliers, of course, Mountain Rose Herbs, Star West Botanicals, Herb Farm, Gaia Herbs, and more, I'm sure. Possible side effects and cautions. Cleaver is very gentle and safe. Possible increased urination, mild detox reactions, maybe fatigue or skin clearing. Use caution if you are dehydrated, if you have kidney disease, or if you are taking diuretics. Energetic action, traditional herbalism. Cleavers is considered cooling, moistening, detoxifying, and lymph moving. Best time to use cleavers, traditionally used in spring as a reset herb to cleanse winter buildup, stimulate circulation, and prepare the body for warmer months. Quick practical summary. Powerful lymphatic detox herb, supports skin, kidneys, and immune system. Gentle diuretic and anti-inflammatory. Best used fresh or as a tea or tincture. Ideal for seasonal cleansing. All right. So that's the cleavers for y'all. Definitely my first time hearing of that.
That's indeed. But
Yeah,
that's a
sound
lot
like.
of the other stuff. Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Fire. Fresh juice.
Yeah, gotta check that out for sure. Yeah, I want it in the juice form.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Next one we got Andrographis, King of Bitters.
Bitter.
Some more bitters for y'all. I think we went over some bitters last week.
That shit is it's a different taste.
Yeah.
I got some shit that I grabbed from the flea market, I think, for Tabsco.
Yeah.
And I think at another place too, where the shit is just out of this world strong. Like I didn't think it was too much shit stronger than black seed oil, but I was proven wrong, man. That shit was powerful. Good for you, of course. Good for you. Great for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's that shit is
Definitely
powerful.
heard about them bitters, man. I ain't tried none yet, but I heard about it though.
And it's still up in the cabinet. I think my wife got one, got something, I think maybe 2. And I think I got something up there. I'm gonna have to get the name of it.
Crazy. All right, so let's break it down. And Andrographis, scientific name Andrographis paniculata. Category: immune support herb, antiviral bitter, anti-inflammatory tonic. Origin: India, Sri Lanka, and Southeast Asia. Common names: Andrographis, King of Bitters, Kalme or Kalma. What exactly is it? Andrographis is a highly bitter medicinal plant used in Ayurveda, traditional Chinese medicine, and Southeast Asian herbal systems. It is known as the king of bitters because it is extremely strong, because of its extremely strong bitter taste and powerful effects on the body. It is traditionally used for infections, fever, liver support, immune defense, and detoxification. In modern herbal medicine, it is one of the most respected herbs for immune response, cold and flu support, and inflammation control. Key active compounds. Andrographolide is the main compound responsible for most of its effects. It is linked to antiviral activity, immune modulation, anti-inflammatory effects. Diterpenes, they support immune and liver function, and flavonoids that provide antioxidant protection. Why it's called the king of bitters? Its intense bitterness stimulates liver detox pathways and digestive secretions and immune activation. Bitterness in herbal medicine is often linked to deep systemic activation and cleansing. Common forms of what they're best for. Capsules or tablets is the most common standardized andrographolide content, best for immune protocols. Tincture for fast absorption and strong effect. Powder for traditional use is very bitter and hard to take alone. Tea, rare due to intense bitterness, used in traditional settings. Best ways to consume capsules, most practical, 300 to 600 milligrams a day. During illnesses, higher doses for short terms. Tincture, 1 to 2 dropables, 1 to 3 times a day. Powder, small doses only, a quarter teaspoon or less, usually mixed with other herbs. What andrographis is used for? Immune system activation. Andrographis is known for stimulating immune response, enhancing white blood cell activity, supporting pathogen defense, often used at the first sign of illness. Cold, flu, and respiratory support. It is widely used for sore throat, fever, cough, upper respiratory infections. Some studies suggest that it may reduce duration of the illness and reduce severity of the symptoms. Antiviral and antibacterial effects. Andrographolide has shown activity in research against viruses and bacteria. This makes it a popular herb in infection support protocols. Anti-inflammatory support. It helps reduce systemic inflammation, joint discomfort, immune overreaction. Liver detox support. As a bitter herb, it stimulates liver enzymes, bile flow, and detox pathways, often included in liver formulas. Typical dosage range: capsules 300 to 600 milligrams a day. During illnesses, 600 to 1200 milligrams a day for short term use only. Tincture 2 to 6 milliliters a day. Best used short term, especially for illness. It's not typically taken continuously long term. All right. When you buy it, look for standardized andrographolide content 10 to 30%, and also look for organic or high quality extract, and look for third party tested to be labeled on the label. All right. Trusted suppliers: Gaia Herb, Now Foods, Himalaya Planetary Herbals, Banyan Botanicals. Possible side effects and cautions. And andrographis is powerful, not a casual daily herb. Possible side effects: digestive upset, loss of appetite, headache, or fatigue, which is rare. Use caution if you're pregnant, have autoimmune conditions, if you are taking immunosuppressants, or if you use it long term, which is not recommended. Energetic action, traditional herbalism. Andrographis is considered very cooling, strongly detoxifying, bitter, and clearing. When to use it: at the first sign of illness, during acute infections, and in short term immune protocols. Not ideal as a daily long term tonic like some other herbs. So, quick practical summary: it's a powerful immune and antiviral herb. It is known as the king of bitters, excellent for cold, flu, and infections, strong anti inflammatory and detox effects. It is best used short term, not daily long term. All right. So yeah, andrographis, king of bitters.
Okay.
Check it out.
Yeah, I like that. Best use at first sign of illness. So that's
Yeah.
don't
Right.
use me until don't come get me until y'all ready to take care of the problem.
Right. Yeah. Until
Other
it's
than that,
time.
I ain't with all that chit chat shit.
Right.
Come get
Straight
me
to
when
the business of this
y'all
motherfucker.
want me to knock somebody out, knock something out.
Right. Straight like that. That's why it's bitter. That
Right.
bitterness is that anger, nigga. Yeah.
That's the thing.
They ain't
That's
come to
what's
play
up.
out this joint.
That's what's
Real
up.
shit. Hell yeah. All right. And I got one website for y'all this week. I gotta refresh my websites. I ain't had time to do it today. So next week I'll come with like 10 to 20 more and start from the top. So I got one for y'all today. Let me put it up real quick on a banner. This is the website right there. Yeah, boom. Let me share the page real quick. Hold on.
Oh, four leaf. That's with my eyes for a second. 4-leaf tea company.
I know, right? That's how I did when I first read it. Like, what the fuck? I did the
Yeah,
exact
I
same thing.
scraped
That's
my
wild.
eyes and what in the world is that?
That's wild. All right, so let's add this to the stage. Let's check out what they got. Hey, 4-leaf tea company. Let me see what we got. All right, so yeah. See if they got a about. See a little bit about who they are. Oh no, this is about this company. All right, let's check out the well. I can't even click on that. What the? All right, so let's not see. Oh, here we go. Here we are. Okay. All right, so that's the 4-leaf tea company. Was created by husband and wife duo Matt and Lisa Hammonds. Their love of tea began with the joy of sharing tea with their family and friends. Their passion and enthusiasm grew into the desire to share their experience with others. Through the creation of the 4-leaf tea company, they have merged two key components in their lives: tea and relationships. This combination brought to life a dream of developing and serving the highest quality loose leaf teas and Japanese matcha while building a brand revolving around its customers. Every order is given individual attention to ensure that every customer receives the best experience possible. They continue this care in running their business, where every employee is considered part of the 4-leaf family. All right, let's check out some of this stuff they got.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, for sure. Let's jump to the teas, of course. So yeah, they got a bunch of different categories of teas. Japanese matcha, black teas, green teas, herbal and fruit teas, oolong teas, white teas, whole bunch of different types of teas. All right. Then you click on it, and there's a bunch of different of those. So these are the black teas. Just a bunch of different one. Organic English breakfast tea, organic masala chai or chai, organic Earl Grey, organic orange cinnamon, organic pear seduction for him. Wow, okay. Organic Asm. They got a lot of reviews on these joints. On all of them. Let me see what they talking about with this joint. This is the pear seduction for him. Must try. Definitely recommend it. Great tea, great flavor, definitely amazing side effects. Definitely recommended A plus.
What kind of tea is that?
Right, he wrote that shit with enthusiasm. Get this shit.
I got this shit on reorder.
Real shit. Oh shit. Somebody else said absolutely amazing. Somebody else said it worked out fine. I enjoyed the overall effects of the herbal blend and good combination of herbs as well. High quality, seems to give me more energy and has a great taste. High quality product. Somebody else said flavorful, a very tasty and enjoyable blend, flavorful and relaxing. All right, so yeah, they got a whole bunch of different types of different teas though. So they got the pure seduction for her too. Let's see how many women left some review. They got 56 reviews on that joint. Could. This is the for her. Oh, most of them, but they don't got all 5 stars on the her though. The him was all 5 stars. Somebody said give it a try. So far, every tea I've tried, I truly enjoyed, and shipment was quick. Love it. Brought for my wife and loves the taste. Let me see the 3-star. Oh, well, the 3-star was saying the one that said give it a try.
Give it a try. Okay.
And the other one said,
yeah, 5 star.
And this one said haven't used it enough to rate it high. So yeah, that shit don't count.
So it's still not bad, yeah.
Right. Yeah, most of them are 5-star. Love this tea. Wonderful flavor and very effective. All right. So yeah, it's definitely stimulating some things from the sounds of it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So yeah, check that out. Let's try some herbal and fruit teas. Got organic mullein tea, organic liver cleanse, sleeping tranquil tea, lung health tea, detox tea, immunity, relief stress tea, migraine relief tea, chamomile, kidney cleanse, hibiscus. So yeah, they deep in the tea game. The dandelion, the peppermint, heartburn relief, lymphatic cleanse tea, menopause relief tea, tummy balance, congestive release tea. Yeah.
And me and my man Shorty found something. Me and my wife found something. A tea shop, like dope tea shop, like small joint in
Uh,
who was it? Fells Point, where they had a bunch of raw joints, raw different kind of teas like this in there. And I like.
yeah.
I'm looking to find, of course, a lot more tea joints just over my eyes too.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
the different teas that's out there because there's so many.
Yeah. So
I mean,
many.
there's a tea for every part of. I mean, just like it's a chemical that they're putting in the foods that
Uh,
mess up a part of your bone or heart or lung or whatever. There's a tea out there that'll
yeah.
strengthen it or give you what you need. I mean,
Yeah.
natural kind of stuff.
Real shit.
Yeah, but yeah, that joint was dope. And then it was a good feeling because we went from there to a vegan spot, but that
Yeah.
food was fucking jumping.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. Miss those days just out and about exploring.
Yeah.
Shit, in a minute.
Yeah, shit healthy, man.
Yeah, man. All right. So let's check out Shop Wellness. See what they got here. They got some weight loss stuff. Breathe easier, cold and flu. Sleep and stress relief, mental well-being, hair and skin health for men, for women, pain relief, digestion. I don't know. I guess these might be teas. Yeah, this is more tea. I thought I was on Shop Well. Yeah, so this is all tea too. Shop Wellness. The matcha, of course, the green tea matches, premium sweet, ceremonial, organic, green energy, matcha original. Accessories, tea bags, some canisters, some infusers. Got a little bit of everything up in this thing. All right,
Yes,
so
indeed, it do.
yeah, definitely check them out. Got some teapots for y'all, all of that. Whole nine out this thing.
Yes, sir.
All right, so
I
yeah,
just went.
go ahead.
I just went tea shop in mommy cabinet.
Yeah,
Got a whole half a freezer bag full of tea bags, and I ain't even put a dent in that joint
all
at
right.
all. I said, this is, and there was a lot of different, no raw teas, but the Dr. Sebi tea that she had in there. But
Oh yeah,
all the other ones, well, tea bags and stuff. But it was, for different joints, sleep, gut, not indigestion, but digestive, so stomach stuff, and all
yeah.
that. So, golly, so many daggone teas out there.
All right.
And I took about 3 of each. No store run for me.
Real shit. All right, so yeah, check them out. All right, Full
Mhm.
Leaf Tea Company. Yeah, we read all the joints. Yeah, while we was waiting for the damn chat to get right. All right, so I think I got one more video. It's completely separate from anything we talking about today, but I'm gonna show this video anyway. You know what I mean? Because I thought it was interesting. Pretty much about yourself, about the human body, stuff like that. So let's just check this joint out real quick before we jump into basically the topic of today's show, which is the agents. Who are the fucking agents? All right, so let's jump into this thing real quick. Hold up. All right, so let's check this joint out.
Did you know we have these abilities through the power of plasma? And lightning is a plasma channel. Also, the sun is primarily made of plasma. We are people of the sun. We are the X-Men and the gods. I'm going to show you how to control your plasma so you can be a god again. Plasma is manipulated through electromagnetic fields. Your body has that. Also, they use radio frequencies. So when you feel sick or depressed on certain days, they release it through radio frequencies or sound waves. You can manipulate plasma. It's in your body. Have you ever put a magnet on the screen of a plasma TV? They take your plasma and put it in a TV, but you can manipulate it with a magnet. Also, your cell phone gives off radio frequencies and electromagnetic frequencies. That's why they don't want you to turn on your phone on the airplane, because you're too close to the sun, and that's a plasma ball. Now, they say in a vacuum chamber, plasma is separated from the surfaces to keep it from getting cool. And we're in a firmament, a vacuum, and also the sun is not touching the surface, which means we don't need to be touching the surface, and we could become gods again. We have to elevate. We're too dense.
All right.
Powerful shit.
Indeed. Thought I'd throw that thing about that for y'all. I definitely hear about a lot about how the moon, especially the moon, is plasma. I hear that all the time. Yeah, it said these are not solid objects that you can just land on, unless of course you probably the gods and stuff connected and you know how to land on it. You can't just like park your ship on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Your Earth ship.
Video camera.
Right. You just get out and hop around and shit. You know what I mean? Like cut the crap, bro. Real shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's some little quick knowledge shit for y'all. But today's show is called The Agent. All right. This is the background. Yeah, you know what? I didn't even change the background on YouTube. No. I gotta do that after the show. Gotta write that down. Yeah, so basically what made me come up with this, I mean, besides over the course of time, I'm hearing a lot about different people and different stuff, possibly being agents and all that type of shit. People who we think was for us actually wasn't. You know what I mean? All of this stuff is alleged, never actually been proven. You know what I'm saying? But even to 50, like I had a lot of people say 50 is an agent. He's been called that more than once. You know what I'm saying? So by people who's in the same industry as him.
Look at his power.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Exactly.
Where he's elevated to.
Yeah, so the agents. All right. Let's jump right into it. All right. Oh, where we at? All right. Take it from the top.
Tippy.
All right. Right. All right. So I'm gonna read the whole thing. So first off, before jumping into it, I said a key truth to anchor this whole episode is this: government infiltration of political movements is not just a theory. So this is actual fact. COINTELPRO is real. The Church Committee documented widespread intelligence abuses. The FBI targeted Martin Luther King Jr. and federal records show extensive surveillance of Malcolm X and other Black leaders. What remains unproven is when people take the history and extend it into claims that specific entertainers or leaders were secretly agents. That part lives in the realm of suspicion, pattern reading, and interpretation, not settled fact. In the words of my man Eddie Griffin, allegedly. You watch this shit lately?
Motherfucking allegedly.
You watched any of his joints lately?
No, I haven't. I haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't been still long enough to fucking focus on it.
So, man, yo, I gotta watch this shit now. I make sure every time he posts, show I'm a that nigga. Yo, he's so hilarious with it though. But he be straight going in, bro. But at the end, allegedly, like that nigga don't give a fuck, bro. Yo, he don't care, bro. He be going in on them niggas.
Hey,
All
like
right,
I'm at the point now, like fuck it.
right. Hell yeah. All right. Opening disclaimer. Tone setter. All right. What I'm about to talk about lives in the dangerous gray area. Some of it is documented history. Some of it is political memory. Some of it is street wisdom. And some of it is community trauma. And some of it is conspiracy theory. All right. So let me be clear from the beginning. This episode is not me claiming that I can prove that this person or that person is an agent. This is me stepping into a question that has haunted conscious communities, revolutionary circles, spiritual circles, black political circles, and truth-seeking spaces for generations. What if some of the loudest voices in front of us were never really for us? What if some people were sent to mislead, divide, redirect, exhaust, seduce, confuse, or neutralize movements from the inside? What if the people that we call leaders, celebrities, truth tellers, activists, gatekeepers, even family are not always what they seem? Because history already proved one thing: infiltration is real. The state has infiltrated movements before, agencies have surveilled leaders before, federal programs have explicitly aimed to disrupt, discredit, and neutralize political groups before. So the question is not whether infiltration exists. The real question is, how deep does it go? What is an agent in the conscious community? When people in the conscious spaces say agent, they usually do not just mean a badge carrying federal employee in a trench coat. They mean something broader. An agent can mean someone consciously working for a state or intelligence apparatus, an informant, a provocateur, agent provocateur. Shout out to Papoose. Disruptor, a plant, a gatekeeper, a handler driven personality, a handler driven personality, or in one more spiritual frame, a person who become an instrument of confusion, whether they know it or not. This is why this topic is so slippery, because in conspiracy culture, the word agent has at least 3 layers. Layer one, the literal agent, a real informant, a real infiltrator, a real operative. History tells us that these people absolutely existed. COINTELPRO used infiltration, anonymous letters, rumor campaigns, and operations designed to create internal distrust and conflict. The Church Committee later documented intelligence abuses across multiple agencies. Layer two, the cultural agent, a celebrity, influencer, artist, or media personality who may not be a formal operative, but whose role in practice is to amplify dysfunction, spectacle, ego warfare, moral collapse, distraction, or division. Layer three, the spiritual agent, someone who carries a frequency of misdirection, somebody who seems helpful on the surface, but leaves chaos, addiction, fear, confusion, dependency, or fragmentation everywhere they go. That's why this conversation gets intense, because when people say agent, they are often mixing politics, psychology, and spiritual warfare all at the same time. Why people believe in agents at all? Let's be honest. People did not invent this suspicion out of nowhere. Our communities became suspicious because the government gave them reasons to be suspicious. The FBI's COINTELPRO program was created to surveil, infiltrate, discredit, and disrupt groups the Bureau considered subversive. Senate investigations in the 1970s exposed broad abuses by the FBI, CIA, NSA, and others. Tactics associated with COINTELPRO included infiltrators, forged communications, anonymous letters, manufactured distrust, and operations intended to break apart organizations from within. That is that is huge, because once the government is proven to have planted distrust before, then the distrust does not just disappear. It becomes hereditary. It becomes cultural memory. It becomes instinct. And when you add that to other documented abuses like CIA mind control research under MK Ultra, or the government's horrific Tuskegee syphilis study, people start saying, if they did that, why should I assume that they wouldn't do this? That's the atmosphere where agent talk grows. All right, not just paranoia, historical betrayal. MLK, Malcolm X, in the dangerous paradox. Now, here's where the story gets heavy. in some conspiracy circles, people go so far that they start questioning even the greatest historical figures. They ask, was Martin Luther King Jr. an agent? Was Malcolm X an agent? Was this leader controlled? Was that leader redirected? Was that movement authentic or managed? All right. Yeah, I definitely heard a lot about MLK being agent and a Mason.
Amazing.
Yeah. Also, Malcolm X. I didn't hear as much talk about Malcolm, but I heard people talk about Malcolm X being an agent too. You know what I mean, but it's like I said, allegedly. All right.
Right.
Go ahead.
No. You good. I probably would have started the whole conversation just based off of people in charge and people having that power and shit.
Yeah.
They got to be of something to have so much power.
I mean, a lot of people say it though.
Yeah.
All right. There's documented evidence that MLK was surveilled, harassed, and targeted by the FBI. Stanford's King Institute notes that FBI targeted King under its programs and viewed him as a possible unifying messiah figure. The National Archives and related historical records also document the FBI's campaign against him, including the notorious anonymous letter and tape package widely understood as an effort to blackmail and psychologically crush him. So when people today speculate that MLK was an agent, that claim runs into the documented historical problem. The federal government was actively targeting him. That does not prove he was perfect. It does not answer every historical question, but it does mean that the record strongly supports the idea that he was treated as a threat, not as a trusted insider. Yeah, I mean, but that's all so-called sleight of hand. So you know what I mean, that's not unheard of.
Right.
You know what I mean? All right. The same tension exists with Malcolm X. Federal records show Malcolm X was ostensibly surveilled with large FBI files and archival records devoted to monitoring his speeches, networks, and activities. Historians and archival institutions also note that his organizations were infiltrated and that the full extent of the law enforcement and intelligence knowledge around his assassination remains a source of historical controversy. So here's the paradox. If we call every radical leader an agent, we can accidentally erase the fact that many of those leaders were the targets of real agents. And that is one of the deepest tricks of all, because once the people can no longer distinguish between the infiltrator, the martyr, the compromised one, and the truly dangerous truth teller, then trust collapses. And when trust collapses, movements collapse. Maybe that is the point. The Messiah problem and how movements get neutralized. One of the most chilling parts of the historical record is the government's fear of the charismatic black leadership. Documents associated with the period show concern about the rise of a black leader who could unify and electrify people, a Messiah-type figure. That language has become central to how many people interpret the war on black leadership in America. And if you really think about it, this creates a terrifying possibility. You do not always have to kill a movement with bullets. You can kill it by flooding it with ego, splitting the leaders, planting rumors, causing ideological warfare, pushing sex scandals, manufacturing distrust, elevating clowns over thinkers, turning the prophets into entertainers, turning organizers into brands, turning truth into content. That is what makes the agent idea so persistent, not just the question of who is fake, but the deeper question of how power dissolves truth. Because in a corrupted culture, the false leader often rises faster than a real one. The false leader is easier to market, easier to control, easier to predict, easier to use. Entertainers as cultural agents. All right, now let's get into the rap game. Not saying any specific rapper is literally working for an intelligence agency. I cannot prove that, and neither can most people throwing those claims around. But I can talk about the cultural agent theory. All right. The theory says some entertainers function like social engineers, whether knowingly or unknowingly. They shift energy in destructive directions, normalizing chaos, keeping beef alive, making humiliation profitable, making dysfunction entertaining, glamorizing retaliation, rewarding pettiness, and keeping the crowd emotionally inflamed. That is why a lot of people in the conscious community point to figures like 50 Cent, not because there is proof he is a literal operative, but because his public persona has often centered trolling, feud, spectacle, humiliation, and antagonism. Billboard has recently described his repeated social media trolling and rat feuds as central to his public presence. Now let's slow down and think. If a society is already fractured, what happens when some of its biggest cultural icons become masters of mockery? What happens when outrage becomes a business model? What happens when millions of people are emotionally trained to value the loudest, pettiest, most divisive energy in a room? Then maybe the agent is not always the guy in the shadows. Maybe sometimes the agent is the one who teaches the culture to destroy its own seriousness. And that is bigger than one rapper. It could be rappers, politicians, podcasters, influencers, comedians, motivational speakers, conscious teachers, anybody whose real function is to drain discernment while pretending to sharpen it. The industry question: are some stars built to redirect the masses? This is where conspiracy thinking really takes off. Some believe that the entertainment industry itself operates like a sorting machine. According to this worldview, truly revolutionary voices are either marginalized, brought off, broken psychologically, flooded with temptation, tied up in paperwork, algorithmically buried, scandalized, or replaced with louder, more controllable personalities. Again, this is not something that I can prove across the board, but the reason people think this way is because the historical record already shows governments and institutions have used propaganda, surveillance, and manipulation before. The Church Committee findings on intelligence abuses, along with the record of programs like COINTELPRO and the released CIA family jewels, are part of why such suspicions remain alive. So people start asking, why do the most self-destructive messages get the biggest push? Why do the wisdom stay underground? Why chaos gets distribution? Why do voices that divide black men and women spread so quickly? Why do artists preaching death, addiction, ego, emptiness, and nihilism seem to get endless amplification? And maybe there are normal explanations: market demand, controversy, algorithms, capitalism. But the conscious community often says, no, that's too simple. There's curation going on, there's selection going on, there's agenda setting going on. Absolutely, it is. All right, and which is why the people want it more, because that's what's been pushed on us from the fucking beginning. So of course they're gonna want it more because it's addictive, just like the food. It's like you want another burger.
Right. And that's how they said. My bad. I know you said I want to read.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
The most popular thing right now, or one of the popular things outside of the beats and shit like that is Shorty Lotto and 21 Savage.
Right.
A lot of people saying, of course, there's a lot of young girls that looks up to Lotto, right?
Yeah.
And then you got 21 Savage, who you're having a child by, but he's married with kids. So you got these young ladies who's looking up to Lotto, who's now having a child. Like, we don't know the inner workings of their relationship.
Yeah.
It could be very much so welcome. I mean, by his wife, whatever the case may be, if he is married and all that good shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
But outside looking in, it's like we praising her and she's settling for this. That's cool. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Now the young girls that's coming up is, can very much so follow behind those footsteps and sell themselves short. If that's how folks are looking at it. I don't give a shit one way or another,
right?
Because I understand it. At the end of the day, it is about choice. But as far as representation, I'm not gonna say I don't give a shit. But as far as representation, I understand that matters in the way that society is pushing this shit. It's gonna mess up a lot of these younger girls out here that follow behind the entertainers and praise the entertainers. So I care about that because it's guiding them in the wrong direction. So let me clear that part up. I do care about that part. It's leading them wrong. But it takes a village, it takes a community, it takes the parents, it takes the aunts, it takes the cousins. Everybody to kind of not only put that in front of them. You know what I mean? Because representation matters too. And I feel as though if a lot of these young folks have the representation within reach, mother, father, uncle, cousin, then it'll be different. They're not gonna reach out solely on the entertainer, because of course they're entertainers. A lot of them want the entertainers life too. Big cars, big houses, cars, clothes. That's what it is. But if they had other representation that they can also reach, then I think it'll lead for better choices as they get older, possibly. Kind of thing. Just give them something to choose from instead of only one thing to look up to and go towards. But
Yeah.
yeah, man, that right now, that's the that popped in my head because that's what when I go online or radio and shit, that's what they talking about. Lotto and fucking 21 Savage about to have
Yeah.
a baby, he married and this and that and kind of thing, and that brings up representation.
Definitely a heavy conversation. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. But yeah, all of this shit is definitely influencing a lot of young ladies.
cool.
Shit, a lot of middle aged ladies too.
Oh
Shit,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
they want to be
yes.
big mama too. You know what I
Oh yeah,
mean?
especially ones that's maybe in that second childhood too,
Yeah,
divorced
absolutely.
now, back
Yeah,
outside, I mean, out of a relationship kind of thing. They, I mean, they on it. They are fucking on it, man.
back outside.
Yeah, right. All fucking summer 2026.
Mhm.
Mm,
Yeah, the influence is real though. You know what I mean? So
big
yeah,
time.
yeah, real shit. All right. Politicians manufacture savers and control opposition. Now let's go even deeper. One of the oldest conspiracy ideas in political consciousness is control opposition. That means that somebody appears to oppose the system while actually serving it. They look rebellious, but they lead people into dead ends. They sound radical, but they absorb outrage and redirect it into theater. They speak the language of liberation, but nothing actually changes around them. This is why people become suspicious of politicians who always seem to say the right thing at the right time, yet somehow remain untouched. And that suspicion is intensified by real history. The Senate Churches Committee documented that intelligence agencies engaged in wide-ranging abuses against Americans, helping cement the idea that power does not always operate transparently or honorably. So people ask, how many leaders are there to free you? And how many are there to monitor your emotional temperature? How many are there to organize the people? And how many are there to keep people circling in this outrage? How many are there to awaken the people? And how many are there to make awakening look ridiculous? This is one of the deepest fears in conspiracy culture, that some people are not here to stop the fire. They are here to manage the burn. Old school operations from surveillance to confusion. Now let's connect this to the old government operations. COINTELPRO matters not just because it existed. It matters because it revealed a method. The method was not simply watch them, it was infiltrate them, confuse them, divide them, compromise them, isolate them, destroy their credibility, provoke mistakes, make allies suspect each other, sever leadership from the people. This is why the agent talk is so sticky even today. Because once a movement knows infiltration happened before, every weird thing starts to look suspicious. Sudden beeps, random betrayals, mysterious scandals, suspiciously timed arrests, media narratives that arrive too fast, leaders turning on each other over nothing, talented truth tellers imploding, clownish voices getting huge visibility. And here's the hard part. Sometimes it really is infiltration. Sometimes it is just ego. Sometimes it's trauma. Sometimes it's greed. Sometimes it's mental illness. Sometimes it's ordinary human weakness. But in communities shaped by real historical sabotage, people stop trusting coincidence. Some conscious speakers go to jail and some don't. Now, this right here is the mind bending part. Some people say if somebody is speaking the real truth, why are they still free? But then when somebody goes to jail, people say maybe that was stage two. Maybe prison gives them legitimacy. Maybe martyrdom is part of the script. Maybe survival was part of proof of compromise. Maybe suffering is proof of authenticity. See how twisted it gets? This is the psychological maze. If the speaker stays out of jail, some say, see, protected, must be an agent. The speaker goes to jail, others say, see, perfect cover, must be theater. This is how total distrust works. It creates a hall of mirrors where no evidence is enough. And this is why the agents conversation can become spiritually dangerous, because eventually everyone becomes a suspect. The loud one, the quiet one, the jail one, the free one, the popular one, and the ignored one. At that point, the system does not even need to infiltrate you anymore. You have internalized the program. You begin policing and poisoning one another for free.
That's crazy.
Right. Real shit though, but that's the twisted
Yeah,
thing. That's still part of the fucking like it's
right.
like this shit is
Bring
weird.
it
I'm
up and
telling
let them do
you,
it themselves.
bro. Right.
Oh, you know what? Eat this, eat that, and yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
another level.
controlling both sides of the coin, bro.
That's another level.
It's a whole total mind fuck. Complete fucking mind fuck. You know what I
That's
mean?
crazy.
All right, you begin policing and poisoning one another for free, and that may be the final form of the operation. A people so suspicious that they can no longer build. Could agents exist in families and workplaces? Now let's bring this out of the public sphere and into everyday life, because honestly, this is where the topic gets most relatable. People talk about agents in government, music, media, and politics, but many people have felt what they would call an agent in ordinary life. The family member who always derails healing conversations, or the friend who appears supportive but quietly spreads doubt, the coworker who smiles in your face and sabotages your opportunities, the relative who always introduces fear when you're ready to grow, the partner who keeps you spiritually disoriented, or the person who appears right when you are leveling up, only to bring chaos with them. Now, again, I'm not saying that your aunt is literally with the CIA. I'm talking about a pattern. But hey, you never know. Shit.
Yeah, right.
Hey, hey, trust nothing out this motherfucker. Trusting everything. Sometimes people become agents of stagnation because of their own wounds. Sometimes their job in your life is not to help you rise, but to keep you familiar, to keep you guilty, to keep you small, to keep you explainable, to keep you accessible to the old version of yourself. And in spiritual sense, that is agent behavior too. Not because they report to Langley, but because they serve confusion. All right. The esoteric lens, agents as frequency bearers. Let's go spiritual for a moment. What if an agent is also an energetic category, meaning some people are carriers of distortion. Wherever they go, truth gets foggy, emotions get hijacked, intuition gets doubted, conflict increases, vanity grows, discernment weakens, the room loses peace. They may be charming, they may be intelligent, they may even sound awakened, but their fruit is disorder. And this is where an esoteric audience needs to be careful, because not everyone who challenges you is an agent, not every critic is a plant, not every disagreement is warfare. The deeper test is what grows around this person. Does clarity grow? Does courage grow? Does discipline grow? Does truth grow? Does integrity grow? Does healing grow? Or do spectacle, obsession, fear, and paranoia grow? That test matters more than charisma. The possibility that the biggest operation is confusion itself. Here's the deepest idea of the whole episode. What if the real operation is not just planting agents? What if the real operation is making people obsessed with hunting agents? Think about it. If I can convince a community that everybody is fake, then nobody can unify it. If I can convince the people that every leader is controlled, then no leader can emerge. If I can train everybody to see betrayal everywhere, then everybody becomes spiritually exhausted. So maybe there are times when agent talk itself uh, is itself part of the trap. Not because agents are fake, history says that infiltration was real, but because endless suspicion can become self sabotage. And that is the razor's edge. You must be discerning enough to recognize manipulation, but not so paranoid that you become manipulable through fear. So, who are the real agents working for? Historically, the most concrete answers point to state power: the FBI, intelligence agencies, police intelligence units, informant networks, and aligned institutions. COINTELPRO and the Church Committee established that agencies use surveillance and disruption against domestic political movements, released CIA records and Senate hearings on MK Ultra, showed other parts of the national security apparatus also engaged in secretive and abusive conduct. But in wider philosophical sense, agents may also work for money, ego, empire, institutional survival, access, celebrity, fear, the algorithm, the need to belong, the hunger to be important. And spiritually, maybe they work for the lower consciousness itself. Maybe the agent is any force, human or systemic, that keeps people fragmented, reactive, addicted, and unable to recognize their own power. All right, the final monologue. So when we ask who are the agents, maybe the answer is not as simple as naming celebrities, naming politicians, or naming famous martyrs. Maybe the wiser question is, what are the patterns of agency? Who profits from confusion? Who thrives on division? Who turns awakening into performance? Who feeds on outrage? Who derails unity? Who gains when the people trust nobody? Who benefits when every teller is called fake and every fake truth teller is called chosen? Because one thing history already proved is this: the state has lied, institutions have infiltrated, leaders have been watched, movements have been broken on purpose. Documents exist, programs existed, abuses were real. But another truth is just as important. Not every moment, not every mystery is a plot, not every contradiction is evidence, not every complicated person is an operative, and not every fallen leader was fake from the beginning. Sometimes a person is compromised, sometimes they are flawed, sometimes they are courageous, sometimes they are broken, sometimes they are genuine and targeted, sometimes they are false and celebrated. This is why discernment must be deeper than conspiracy, because if you only study the shadows, you may never recognize the light. And maybe that is the final lesson of the agents. The question is not just whether agents exist, they do. History already showed that. The real question is whether you can stay clear enough to not become an agent against yourself. An agent of doubt, an agent of division, an agent of ego, an agent of fear, an agent of spiritual confusion. Because the most successful operation ever run may be the one that convinces people to destroy their own trust, their own movements, their own leaders, their own families, and ultimately their own destiny. So be careful who you follow, but also be careful what suspicion turns you into. All right. So yeah. Question for you. Couple questions. So does real historical infiltration justify modern suspicion? Or can it become a trap that destroys your discernment?
If I hear it correctly, I would say because the first part of it sounds like just history repeating itself, patterns and shit.
Yeah, basically does them infiltrating, you know what I mean, Martin and Malcolm and them justify your suspicions today? Or can it become a trap that destroys, you know what I mean, your own thinking, basically?
I both. If it could be both, I think it could be. It could
Right.
be two. So I
Yeah.
will of course say both. And for me, because I never, and to this day, follow behind
Right.
any one person to the point of I'm taking what they're saying and running from and running with that shit. Like, and
Right.
nobody can change my mind. I've never really ran behind nobody like that. My mindset has always been I'll get what works for me,
Right.
and I'll just move from that. And that can come from anywhere, major figure or somebody that just walked past me having a conversation with somebody else.
Yeah.
But when it comes to folks like Martin Luther King and that, so to answer the question, for someone who follows behind individuals like that and take their word for gold, I think it could mess them up.
Yeah.
Because they're all is into them in a way. Like they're believing everything that it is that these folks are saying, and nothing outside of that could change their mind. So and because of that, they're in their own way and messing up their own, to the second part of it, the discernment, use the word discernment.
Yeah.
They're in their way. They're messing their own self up and not hearing what they say, take what's needed, whatever the case may be, and hearing what the next person is saying. And seeing what fits to the world, what what fits overall.
Yeah.
So I think it of course depends on the person answering the question.
Yeah, absolutely.
So for me, it's just I never really followed behind the folks like that. So but it can be both.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely think that historical infiltration definitely fucking justifies suspicion. If you get robbed by one person, nigga, ain't you gonna think that he gonna rob your ass again if you bring him around? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's common sense. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna wash your back around this dude because he robbed you before. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So yeah, of course. Definitely justifies it. But yeah, and like you said, it can also become a trap that destroys your own thinking. So yeah, same thing. Like the person that robbed you, he might actually be sorry and just don't know how to say it. But you like, fuck that.
Right. Change like a motherfucker.
Right. Yeah, this nigga's the op, super op.
Right.
Fuck this nigga. You know what I mean? His mind, he like, man, I wish I wouldn't have did that. You know what I mean?
Right.
How am I gonna say sorry? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't had a gun in this man's face. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So
Just in
yeah,
a
you know,
bad
yeah,
space at that
yeah,
time.
yeah. So yeah, it can definitely become a trap too. So yeah,
Right,
yeah,
for life, because
yeah,
now you just may go through life for the rest of your life, um, thinking that either thinking no one can change or
mhm,
contradicting yourself. Think,
yeah,
what I mean, when it comes to second chances with anything in life,
yeah,
because
yeah.
you're not believing in a second chance in this situation right here. Because so
So,
now you can go through life contradicting yourself, or just whatever I
mm.
said the first time.
yeah,
But either way, it'll be of course all on that person. But it's
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
wow.
Yeah, real shit though. Yeah, man. All right. Next question. How do we tell the difference between a flawed leader, a compromised leader, and an intentional plant?
Shit, I don't really think you can.
Right.
Um, Again, because either one can give you great information.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just may fit your life at that time,
Yeah.
but you may hear it different than how they presented it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It may have came out their lips for evil or some kind of ill way, but for you, that shit resonated, and that shit
Mhm.
put you and it hit you right where it needed to be.
Right.
So
Right.
you know what I mean? No, you can't tell, but even with either one, like I said, it could give you drop some fucking gems for your life.
Yeah. 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 I definitely don't think it's a way to tell. It's a way probably in your brain, but you could be dead ass
Yeah,
wrong. You know what I mean? Like you know, just going off of some wrong shit. So yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say who's actually a genuine person and who's not, who's working for what. Like I mean, anybody on the TV anyway. I don't know.
right.
Yeah, yeah. Like,
They got
especially if you all over the news. Like you know what I'm saying. Like I don't fucking know, bro. You super famous. Like I don't know these people, man. Yeah, I mean,
That's
you give me
wild.
some jewels, sounds fire, sounds it resonates right. I run with that, like you just said. I don't run with every single thing any one person says. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, I'm moving island to island, getting a little bit of information everywhere I go. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes,
yeah,
indeed. Not from that one source, one person.
yeah, for sure, for sure. All right. So can an entertainer function like an agent culturally without literally working for an agency?
I'm pretty sure he can.
Yeah,
Um, sure.
yeah,
um, yeah, I guess why would he want to?
right,
But sure, if you're gonna move in that way, then just be it.
right. Yeah,
From my
and
understanding.
I think um, some dudes or women might act as agents because they grew up in the areas that the agents created. You know what I mean? The
Mm,
poor, impoverished communities and shit. So this is a products of the agents' work. So
Asians
yeah,
work.
they become agents by default. You know what I mean? By the areas that they grew up with and the shit that they grew up seeing and listening to and being around. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think they can definitely function as an agent culturally without even working for an agent or without even realizing that what they're doing is negatively influencing the whole world or not. They might understand it, but they don't care about the whole world because
Right.
where they come from, it's about survival. You know what I'm saying? So,
This how we said earlier. Our foundation is peace. That
yeah,
foundation is what it is.
yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean? Regardless of anything at the moment,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what their foundation is. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, man,
Big ages created the little ages. The little ages
right,
didn't even know. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
yeah,
that's wild.
right. Uh, is control opposition one of the main ways the system manages awakening through hate?
Controlled opposition.
Yeah, putting controlling both sides of the coin, basically
Mhm.
controlling the Democrats and the Republicans, controlling two rappers that's beefing. Both of them really know what they doing, and they not about to
Right,
do
right,
nothing for real. But
right. And you say is that what?
Do you think it's one of the main ways that the system manages awakening? You know, that the system stops people from waking up to control opposition.
Yeah, one of the ways. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, because it keeps them distracted.
yeah,
And
and
when you go into like sometimes I will go into the comments just to read a couple comments and shit.
yeah,
Sometimes I'll come across and maybe it's in a topic, but come across the people that have said I didn't get a chance to go into too much detail because I was tied up on this here, which is another kind of
yeah,
entertainer's life kind of thing. But
right,
trust me, I'm going to get more into details and bring it back.
right.
People be dedicated.
Hell yeah,
People be super dedicated. So by way of distraction, oh yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
yeah, yeah,
And that is it's a great way to do it.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, why not?
Yeah.
You set folks up for that.
Controlling
You know
both
what I
sides of the
mean?
ball.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, yes indeed. We're putting it out there. Um, yeah, controlling both sides of the coins. And now
yeah,
everything is becoming a reality show.
right.
Everything is becoming a reality show.
Damn right. That's real shit. I say we live in a damn cartoon, bro.
Yes indeed.
Real cartoony out this motherfucker.
Real shit.
Can family members and do you think family members and close friends unconsciously act as agents of stagnation in their lives?
Yeah, when you look at it in a way of energy changing, like if I was to walk in a room dropping jewels,
Mm,
but the only thing that's received what's what comes after from anybody that I was talking to is drama,
right.
then yeah, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Shit like
Yeah.
by way of that, you know what I mean, kind of stuff, or trying to get on you like, nigga, what the fuck you talking about?
Right.
Everybody
Right.
trying to hear that shit,
Right.
man.
Right.
Man, we look, I'm
Making a
making
joke about it.
right, I'm making 1,300 a week at my job going clock in. My boss cool. I ain't got to worry
Right.
about it. And he a white man. You know what I mean?
Right.
Type shit. Just trying to,
Yeah.
you know, we play it off like, in that type of form, then
Hell yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. And that
Yeah.
can come from your closest family to your closest friends to
Oh yeah.
your associates.
Oh yeah.
For damn sure.
Yeah. I definitely believe that even on a different level, the stagnation part, I think that some people yeah, definitely unconsciously
Yeah.
can act as an agent of stagnation because it's like I've dealt with that a lot. Um, People around me not being as motivated as me, and sometimes it actually affected me where I'm like, you know what I mean, I'm around them, so it's like, all right, you know what, I don't even think I feel like doing this. I'm just gonna chill. Kind of
Mhm.
like rubbed off every. You know what I mean, sometimes I definitely don't do that all the time. You know,
Pick right up on
most
that
of the
energy.
yeah, most of the time I'm still creating, I'm still going. But sometimes though, when I'm around it, you know what I mean, and everybody that I'm around ain't doing nothing, I'd be like, yeah, you know what, on the roll, I play this game. You know what I mean? Like it kind of just rubs off. As opposed if I was by myself in the room, I probably would have at least turned on some spiritual sounds or something. You know what I mean? And at least got on some meditation type shit at the least. You know what I mean?
Something
But
productive out
yeah,
there.
something. Yeah, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But since I'm surrounded by people in the same room and everybody chilling, it's like, you know what? Put my headphones on, turn my game on, bro. Let's go.
Chill.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I definitely think that unconsciously they can absolutely stagnate your energy. And they can take over. It can take over for real if you let it. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah. Oh
Yeah, it
yeah.
can definitely take over. You know what I'm saying? That's why they say watch the people you surround yourself with, because the energy is definitely uh, uh, infectious.
Transferable. Yeah.
Yeah, transferable, infectious, all of that. Yeah, you can get that shit.
Oh yeah. Real quick, man.
You know what I mean?
Real
So,
quick.
yeah,
Easy.
indeed. So yeah, that's breakdown of the agents. You know what I mean? So I definitely use a lot of discernment. I mean, I'm just a conspiracy theorist at heart. Like I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't unapologetically, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I believe everything and I don't believe everything at the same time. So
Right.
So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? All these
It-
motherfuckers is agents and might not be agents. Right.
right. Like you said, that could be the
Yeah.
play. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Let them fuck themselves up.
Yeah.
Let them
Yeah.
ask the questions but never get the answers to it, and let
Exactly.
their mind go crazy. And
Confusion.
they would never get the answers for it. So,
Never.
and that's going to create what we need. That's going to put
Yeah.
them in a place, in a
Mhm.
trance that we need them to be in.
Yeah.
You know what I
Walking in the
mean? So,
circle, unsure. Yeah.
kind of like
Hesitating.
that meme, right? That meme where there was the cartoon where everybody was walking with the head down on their phone, but everybody was walking to the hole.
Right. Yeah.
Same shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's kind of where
Yeah.
everyone is, where a lot of folks is today.
Yeah. Yeah. Real shit.
Not paying attention.
Real
Any
shit.
trends.
Right. Indeed. Yeah, I mean, so yeah, that was definitely a good little segment right there.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, and one
Uh,
more thing you had mentioned in the beginning when you were reading about them exploiting like sexual stuff about the person and shit like that. And that's the angle that 50 went with
yeah.
Diddy. We're putting a documentary out,
Oh yeah.
and
Oh
it
yeah.
talks of him doing the same thing with T.I. and the women that accuse him and his wife of whatever kind of thing. So, I mean, that fits as well. That fits the agent profile as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
But again, that leaves us, people like me and you, to talk about that.
Right.
We're
Right.
never gonna know. They could be
Right.
barbecuing out back their crib.
Right.
You know what I mean? Who
Oh,
knows?
hey, what?
Fuck knows, man.
What? Coming up with the
So,
ideas together at the
right,
table.
right. Look, do this. It's gonna be hard.
Right. Yeah.
Man, I
You
don't
come
want to
with
talk
that.
about your mother, man. It's cool.
Fuck
It's
it, man.
all right.
Yeah, do that shit.
Get it where it hurts. Right. Get it where it hurts. And then boom, I'm a work my son back in the deal because
Right.
50 and his first son wouldn't talk. And so boom, I'll bring my son back in the deal out this, bring him under the spotlight rather than the fact that me and him was beefing at one point.
Word.
Now he come back as the hero. We now together. It's a whole shit that can come from.
You never know,
who
bro.
the fuck knows? Because again, him 50 and his son could have been the closest all along.
Whole
You know what I
time.
mean? Just like Rick Ross and his folks and all that type shit. Who the fuck
Yeah.
knows? Storyline.
Yeah.
Who the fuck knows, man? Because
More attention, more money.
oh yeah, talking about Officer Ricky and all this type shit. Now look at him. He looking like a gatekeeper.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Come
Right.
on,
Right.
man.
Right.
Shit is wild.
Right. Yeah, man. You never know, man. All right. So we gotta end this joint, but I'm gonna leave y'all with this little reading. Just a little quick joint, another post from Facebook, basically talking about the book of Revelation. For all y'all Christians and Bible readers and Christian teachers and master teachers. Says the book of Revelation isn't about the future. It's about your nervous system. The 7 churches are the 7 chakras. The 7 seals are the 7 levels of consciousness that must be open. The beast isn't a political figure. It's the animal nature that rules when awareness sleeps. The whore of Babylon isn't a woman or a city. It's the soul prostituted to material desires. And the New Jerusalem descending from heaven, that's the transformed consciousness, the fully awake human. Heaven coming down into the body. John wasn't predicting world events. He was mapping inner transformation using the symbolic language of his time. The same language the Egyptians used, the same language the alchemists used, the same language hidden in everyday mystical tradition. Revelation is an initiation manual disguised as prophecy, and it's been sitting in the hotel room drawers for centuries, waiting for someone to read it with different eyes. Yeah, I definitely heard a lot about the Bible being you got to read between the lines. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not talking about people and stuff. It's talking about you.
Yeah. That's why I'm
you, buddy.
to crack his book open. The man and the symbols.
Yeah. I saw you posted that.
That's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting because everything is damn near everything is symbolic. From the squares, of the houses to the color, man, everything is symbolic, man.
Symbolic world.
It has a meaning to it. You know what I mean? Everything has to be positioned the way it is.
Yeah,
Man, this shit is wild.
life is a beautiful mess.
Right.
Shout out to Long Row.
Yes, indeed. That's my shit too.
You know what I mean? That explains it perfectly, bro.
That's indeed.
Explains this shit
That's the
perfect.
fucking dude.
Yeah,
Like a
you know
beautiful
what I mean?
best.
Word. But so yeah, we gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up. We gonna add 2 hours, a little bit over 2 hours. Started late today. So we appreciate y'all coming through as usual. I do believe I believe Wednesday we will be doing a music joint unless you're busy. But I think I'm good.
No, it should be good. That should be
All right,
good.
so yeah, so we'll be back for Music Wednesdays. Come check us out on Wednesday, sometime around 7, between 6 and 8.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's for the music news, some verses, some music videos. You know what I mean? Just to chill, relax, have a little fun with it. Then of course, yeah, we'll be back next Sunday again with another holistic joint like today. You know what I mean? So we appreciate y'all coming through. And we will see y'all next time. Love, bro.
Peace, love, bro.
Peace to the gods, peace to the kings and queens in the seas. Stay light.
Yes, sir.
Indeed.